Today I'm going to show you a new trick. This is actually an improved version of copy and paste, right? So for years now, everybody's done copy and paste the same. You highlight some text, you go onto your keyboard. If you're on Windows, you hold down Control, press C. If you're on Mac, it's Command C. So for Mac users, anything that you used to do in Windows with Control, you would just replace with the Command key, which is to the left of the spacebar. So we would do Command C on Mac, click over on my other document here, and Command V for paste. You can also do it under the menu, Edit, Copy, and then Edit, Paste, right? So that's the old way of doing it. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. The biggest problem that I have with it is if I need to do something repeatedly, like I can copy and paste the same thing, but if I need to copy and paste something new, say for instance this line, right, copy and paste it into my document. Now I want to go back and copy and paste the other one. I have to actually find that. Now if it's in one document, that's easy to do, but if I'm copy and pasting from multiple documents, and maybe I did those documents a long time ago, that can actually be kind of hard. First I have to locate the document, then copy and paste it. And if I have to have 3 or 4 documents open, that could be a problem as well. So I want to show you a new trick, okay? This is a new copy and paste. Super easy to do. All I have to do is highlight anything I want to copy. So for instance, let's jump down to this third paragraph. Let's highlight this. Click and hold, and then drag and drop. That's it. You just copy and pasted. This works throughout any program, by the way. So if I create a new space here, I'll just close this one out, and let's open a website. Right? So if you see, I'm using split screen. If you don't know how to do this, watch my earlier tip tutorial, and I show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight some text here. Now here's a little gotcha with this, right? If I highlight and I click and I don't click and hold, then I might select text. So if I just click once, see how I did that? It's selected. It took away my highlight. So what you have to do is highlight this, click and hold, drag and drop. There, I just copy and pasted from the website over to my document. This also works with images. I can click this image here, click and hold. Notice it didn't grab that time, so I'll click and hold again, drag and drop, and now I have my image inside of my document, right? So I can, this actual copy and paste works from application to application. It also works to email. So if I want to copy and paste to an email, that's fine, that works, right? But remember the scenario I told you before? What if I have multiple documents I'm copy and pasting from? Okay, what if I want to save these so it's easier to get back to? Well, here's a little trick. If I just slide this over here, I'll slide it over to the left, we'll dock it over here. I'm going to highlight this first paragraph again because I like it. Now I'm going to just click and hold, and I'm going to drag to my desktop. See what happens? I get that plus symbol, and when I drop it, I get what they call a text clipping over here. I can do this with multiple things. Now if I do this with a picture, by the way, it's just going to copy the picture to my computer. So I'm going to drag and drop it. Notice up in my images, because I'm working in Stack, there is the photo. But I can do this with other things, right? So let's grab this second paragraph. I'm just going to click and hold, drag and drop, and it changes to other in Stacks. These are my text clippings. If I was to double click on one, you'd see there's my clipping. Well, here's the nice part about text clippings, right? This also works in any program. So if I minimize this, I'm just going to really quickly delete all this. If I just click and drag the text clipping, it inserts that text for me. So let's say that we're doing something, since we're in a school, let's say grade cards, right? If I write up my comments and I drag those over to use text clippings, I can store those in a folder or a file. And if I need to input those into a website, literally all I do is drag and drop this. Done. My text clippings are in there. So now I can do comments on a grade card and make it a whole lot quicker. And I can save those in a folder and keep them. So I don't have to dig through another record and find those files. I can just save them in one area and just quickly drag and drop them however I want. And just like anything else, I can actually click once, click a second time, and rename that. Okay, so I can rename it so I know what it is, easier to find. Now I'm going to show you a gotcha with this. So if I open up email, an email message, right? So I'm going to just open up a mail message. Now this is in OS X Mail, and I do the same thing. I grab this text clip and I drop it down here. Notice what happens. It actually went in as text, right? That's what we would expect. I'm going to close this out. We're not going to save it. I'm just going to open Outlook. Okay, now let's go to a new mail message. And I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to grab this text clipping and I'm going to drag it in. Alright, so do you see what happened? Now it creates it as an attachment. It doesn't know, Outlook does not know that I'm trying to insert the text. It thinks I'm doing like a Word document and I want to attach it. Which, by the way, that's a quicker way to attach a document. Just drag it and drop it. Right? So, how do I fix this? Well, all I have to do is double click on this and then do our same copy and paste, right? So it opens it, I can highlight it, click and drag, click, hold and drag, and drop. Boom, there it is. Right? So don't worry if you don't get it the first time. If you click and drag, sometimes it may not grab it the first time. That's fine. Try it again, it will grab it, and then you can click and drag it and you're done, right? The more you do this, the easier it becomes. But that's called text clipping. It's an easier copy and paste. There's no keys involved, and it should save you a lot of time. So think about how you might use that with different documents. If it saves you time, great. Bake me some cookies and bring them to me. I love cookies. That would be a good day. Anyways, have a good day.